How should he face Aoi? Kyoji just stands there with his hand on the classroom door, hesitating. If he goes in now, Aoi should be there. He doesn't have the first idea what to say to her. Morning. Too casual. That sounds as if nothing happened. Why did you do that last night? No, that sounds like an accusation. It's not like he didn't like it. He doesn't want to know why she did it. But put like that, the nuance feels off. If anything, it left him in such a state of excitement he couldn't sleep, so no, that wording won't do. Guess I'll just go with good morning. If only one of her favorite bands had put up a new single or something, that would give him a natural way to strike up a conversation. He sees no point in tormenting himself over this though. He needs to get in there soon. Just as he's done stealing his resolve, he hears the light patter of footsteps approaching. Ah. No way, he could kick himself. In his indecision, he'd run into her. Aoi. Hey. As soon as he said it, he starts beating himself up mentally. Surely, he could have come up with something a bit smoother. Aoi's face is slightly flushed. Looks like she's self-conscious about this too, in her own way. Kuji scratches his head. No point standing around out here, right? Let's go inside. Okay. He's relieved to see Aoi nod readily enough. As soon as they enter the classroom, the two of them are greeted by booming laughter. In the back of the class, Satoshi and his gang are laughing loudly about something.
Ohayo.
Morning, dude. Wait, they're all laughing about something. Are they laughing about what they did to Akane? Did Akane go to school today after everything that had happened? Shinso approaches Kyoji with a wary expression on his face. He jabs a finger at Sadashima and his cronies, making sure they can't see. Hey, looks like our resident rich kid is in his mighty good mood. So early in the morning. What's that all about?
さあ、よくわからないんだけどさ、なんか下品な感じなんだよな。
Well, I don't know why he thinks it's so funny, but I have a feeling it's something nasty. He can't hear what they're talking about, but whatever it is, it can't be good. Oh god, if only you knew. The way they seem to be glancing in his direction every now and then gets on his nerves too. Is Akane even going to tell them? Kyoji feels an unpleasant, dark emotion brewing in his chest. Sadashima exchanges glances with his lackeys, then speaks up loudly so as to make sure he'll be heard.
まあこれで勝けば俺の勝ちってことだな。
No, you didn't. Actually, that means you lost the bet because she didn't fall in love with you and you also didn't sleep with her, so you lost the bet double. I mean, she did fall for you. She didn't fall for you. She fell for the lie. So, in a way, you did win that. You did make Akane come to your place. But I don't know what the bet was exactly. Like, I'm thinking that the best bet was making her fall in love with him or just sleeping with her. And both of those bets he lost because Akane wasn't exactly in love with him and he also didn't finish, so he lost both of them. So he's just like pitying himself right now. Maybe he's just trying to get Kyoji to be angry. Or maybe Aoi will lash out. So maybe Akane did not come to school today, which I would not blame her. Well, I guess that means I won the bet. Akane is nowhere to be seen in the classroom. Okay, so she did not come to school.
Akane-chan, masaka.
So Aoi has an idea. I mean, it was very obvious what's going to happen at the party. It was so fucking obvious, and Aoi knew. Like, the other characters, they were so oblivious. They were not even thinking about what could happen, but Aoi, like, she knew. So she must be like, oh, so that happened, and I wonder if she knows, like, what happened in Akane's past, which would be even crazier if she knew like it happened twice to Akane. But like, if they're so close, wouldn't Akane tell it to Aoi? Akane-chan, no. Aoi's quiet voice. Kuju looks at Aoi. She's wet as a sheet. She must have come to the same conclusion as he. Something happened to Akane. He can't concentrate in class either. During morning homeroom, the Saman only mentions Akane in passing, and in the most platitudious manner possible.
ああ、和柳さんは病気で欠席です。
Kazuyogi-san is absent today due to illness. Sadashima looks at Kyoji every now and then with a nasty grin plastered on his face. I wonder if Akane is going to talk about, because she should explain. It will make so much sense for her to explain. But at the same time, I know how badly written Akane is as a character and how like annoying she is. So I have so little hopes for her ever talking about what happened, so that I just genuinely think she will come back to school, they will meet her, and she'll be like, oh, nothing happened. And the rest of the characters will be like, oh, something happened, but they will not pressure her. And nobody will fucking find out. And they will just think like, oh, like a thing happened, and they will just have the wrong conclusion the whole fucking game. I have to get Sadashima to talk. Like, he's obviously lying. He's obviously just trying to get Kyoji riled up, so he will attack him, so that Kyoji will get thrown out of school. Like, because Kyoji is such an imbecile, he will not talk to Sadashima. He will just straight up attack him, and that will get him thrown out of school. And that's exactly what Sadashima wants. What has he done to Akane? He will not tell you. He will not tell you the truth, especially because it was so embarrassing to Sadashima. He isn't going to get it out of anyone else. Why not ask Akane, the actual person who knows the truth? Sadashima is going to tell you a lie. He will not tell you the embarrassing truth that a girl literally ditched him. She kicked him in the fucking nuts. Of course he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that. So if he wants to know, he'll have to go and ask Sadashima. God, these characters are so fucking annoying. Come lunch break, Kyoji makes his way to the back of the school building, where he had a scuffle with Sadashima before. It's only been 10 days or so, but it feels like it's been twice this time. It feels like it's been years. Honestly, this game is draining my fucking sanity. Sadashima and his gang are hanging around there as usual. Upon noticing him approaching, they look up.
おや転校生くんじゃないか何をしに来たんだ
Oh, he was expecting it, of course, like... Oh, if it isn't the new kid, what brings you here? Sadashima is in suspiciously good spirit. His entourage is smirking at Kyoji, too. Kyoji stops right in front of him. What have you done to Akane? Answer me, what have you done to her?
転校生くんはやっぱり和柳のことが気になるわけだ
So annoying. So you do care about Kazuyagi, huh, new kid? Sadashima says this and keeps smirking without answering the question. Answer me already. What are you up to? Sadashima's face contorts into a vicious smile. Sadashima! Kyoji can feel the blood rush to his head in an instant. In rage, he lunges at Sadashima. Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted. He's so predictable. He's such a fucking predictable character. Of course he's not going to talk to him. Like, Sadashima will not tell you anything. He will not tell you the truth. He just wants you to attack him so he gets you out of the school.
Sadashima-san!
Of course you punched him. Just fucking leave the school. Like, of course you were going to get thrown out of the school for punching the rich kid who genuinely did nothing but talk to you. He did not touch you. You are the one who's going to get thrown out of the school for being an absolute idiot. Oh my goodness. Sadashima-san. Sadashima's lackeys hurry over. Kyoji, his quivering fist still clenched so tightly the knuckles have turned white, looks down at him. You motherfucker, you'll pay for this. No, he won't. He won't. You're the only idiot who's going to pay for this. Rubbing the cheek that took the blow, Sadashima looks up at Kyoji with a nasty look in his eyes.
そういうこと言っちゃっていいのか?
Exactly. You sure you should be talking like that? What?
ほら、この画像ばらまいちまうぜ。
I could just leak this video for everyone to see. Oh, so he was recording! Sadashima takes his cell phone out of his pocket and thrusts it in front of Kyoji. Kyoji goes pale. What part was he recording though? A video. So there's a video of AKANE on Sadashima's cell phone. What happens in that video though? Nothing happened there. Well, actually, if he has footage of what happened at the shrine, oh god. But like at the time, I don't think anyone had a cell phone. I don't remember a cell phone in the CG. Keeping an eye on Kyoji, who's frozen in place, Sadashima leisurely gets back to his feet.
さっきはよくも殴ってくれたよな。
Decking me like that takes balls. At a jerk of his chin, his lackey surrendered Kyoji. Well, the thing is, I don't think he has a video of what happened at the shrine. And if he has a video of what happened at his place, like at the most you will see like a panty shot. Who fucking cares about that? Genuinely, like I know Kyoji doesn't know that nothing incriminating happened, but why do people just not ask, like, why do these characters just not ask Akane, like, hey, is there anything incriminating that happened at that place? Should I be worried about a video leaking? What did this man film you doing? And then take action, because genuinely, he might just have a video of her just talking, just a friendly conversation. Like, there might not be absolutely anything incriminating, and Kyoji is going to, like, ruin his life for genuinely nothing. Oh my fucking god.
それなりの覚悟はできてんだよな。あ?
With balls like that, I hope you're ready for what's coming to you, huh? Kyoji bites his lip. Sadashima punches him straight in the stomach. He immediately follows up with an inside leg kick to the back of his knee and another one to the back of his head. Kyoji, you're about to fucking die. Kyoji hates the idea of going down like a sack of potatoes in front of Sadashima, but he loses his balance and kneels over. Sadashima immediately kicks him in the stomach with the tip of his shoe, but now that Sadashima has touched you, you only punched him. I mean, you did start the fight. So you are still the incriminator. Like, you are still the reason why he started punching you back, but you only gave him a punch that didn't do any damage. But he properly fucked you up, so you could use that against him now. So actually, Sadashima is doing something stupid for the first time in this game, I think. Like, something properly stupid.
最初から気に入らなかったんだよ。前も散々殴ってくれやがってよ。
I hated your guts since day one. This is for wailing on me that one time.
てめえも痛い目に遭いやがれ。
About time you learned a lesson or two about pain.
もっと這いつくばれ、この野郎。死ね、死ね、くたばれ。
Grovel more, you fucking worm. Die, croak already.
てめえムカつくんだよ。生意気だっつの。
Yeah? You annoying piece of shit, cheeky cunt. Just what have they done to Akane? Nothing. They've done nothing to her. She's gonna be somewhat okay, I think. It's gonna be some trauma, but she's gonna be fine. You traumatize her more, Kyoji. It's gonna be fine. Must have been something terrible. Kyoji, just fucking talk to Akane. Jesus Christ. Just the thought of that feels like it might tear him apart. Jesus Christ, the pain of their kicks can't possibly compare to what she went through. His insides feel like they might literally start seething. He's mad at Sadashima and at his lackeys, and most of all, at himself. Is he gonna just turn crazy and beat them up. I swear to fucking God. He also have stopped her more empathetically when Sadashima invited her to his birthday party. Kyoji has heard Sadashima say the most vulgar things about her. He knew what he was plotting, he just never bothered to tell Akane about it. He was pissed at the idea of Akane siding with Sadashima, so he just sulked like a child instead of telling her the truth. He told himself he'd never hurt her again. Now this. Brother, if you planned on never hurting this girl ever again, you would just not appear in front of her. You are doing a piss poor job at not hurting her. At some point, he loses track of how many times he'd been kicked.
やべ、貞島さん、足音が聞こえる。
Crap, Sadashima-san, I hear someone coming. Sadashima, now out of breath, spits at Kyoji. Insult to injury.
このくらいにしといてやるよ。
I'll let you off the hook now.
ああ、そうだそうだ。お前さ、昔和ヤといい線行ってたんだろ？もうちょっとでやれたって話じゃん。なんでやんなかったんだ？
Oh, and by the way, you almost got to 4th base with Kazuyagi once, right? I heard you were this close to going all the way. Why didn't you do her?
ま、お前の後に使うなんて冗談じゃねえけどな。おい、行くぞ。
Well, fine by me. Wouldn't want to have fucked her after you did. Come on, let's bounce. So he did get more information from someone, so he has been digging. Maybe that's what changed his heart. Because after he heard that Kyoji was with Akane, he was like, oh fuck that, like I'm not getting with Akane. So maybe he started digging more, and that's when he was like, I wanna continue. Their footsteps recede. In their place, a set of lighter footsteps is quickly approaching. Aoi? Jinno-kun! Yeah. Jinno-kun. That's Aoi's voice. Jinno-kun, hang on. Aoi cradles his head. He can feel fabric brushing against his lips. You're bleeding. Girl, your uniform is gonna get fucked up. Let go of his head. Ew. It's probably Aoi's handkerchief. The fresh scent of newly washed fabric fills his nostrils. Hold on, I'll go moisten it. When she tries to get up, he reflexively grabs her by the arm. Jinno-kun? It's my fault. I knew Sadashima was a piece of shit, but I didn't have it in me to stop Akane from going with him. Akane had to go through all that terrible stuff, and it's all my fault. You don't even know what she went through, though. Feels sick to his stomach. It's the same feeling he had 3 years ago, of having tarnished Akane. Feels helpless and self-loathing. The look on Akane's face back then, his own splashing onto her crotch. Tried to forget about it and put it all behind him, but the incidents and the faces of Sadashima and his cronies kept flashing through his face, his mind. They continued to torment him. You're wrong. Is she going to reveal something? I'm not wrong. I mean, he isn't wrong. He is a piece of shit. Don't defend this man. No, it is his fault. No, you're wrong. It's my fault. Now he sits down heavily onto the ground. If I hadn't, Akane-chan wouldn't have gone along with Sadashima-kun. If he did invite her, I'm sure of it. Namiki? Oh, he looks up. Kyoji finally can see her face. So, it's not your fault. Girl, you are rambling off here now. It is Kyoji's fault. Even if it is like slightly your fault, it's Kyoji's fault. After that, Aoi falls silent. Kyoji doesn't have any words either, so she didn't reveal anything again. The bell rings, marking the end of lunch break, but the two of them stay where they are. They don't return to the classroom until after classes have ended for the day. They don't want to go back there only to see Sadashima's smug, victorious expression. How about reporting this to the teachers? You fucking idiot. Oh my god. These characters will genuinely kill off my last brain cells. Holy shit. You finally have evidence of Sadashima beating you. You finally have evidence of Sadashima actually like physically harming you. Because up until now, you've only ever had evidence of Kyoji physically harming Sadashima. Now you finally have evidence of Sadashima physically harming Kyoji. And they don't go to the teacher. They don't go anywhere with this. Sadashima's arms, after punching him so many times, they must have some indication of harm. You cannot do that much damage without something there. Like, there must be at least some blood. Like, that man is probably not scrubbing his hands. You could have incriminated this bastard. But instead you are so stupid that you finally have the upper hand and you do not use it. I'm so fucking sick of these characters. Holy shit. The two of them remained silent, simply sitting there with their backs leaning against the wall. This unpleasant feeling, guilt. Kyoji doesn't know what would have been the right thing to do anymore. Going to the teachers, incriminating Sadashima, getting him maybe getting him fucked off from the school, which means that Akane might come back to school so that she doesn't see like her newest abuser. She only sees Kyoji, which isn't the best either way, but like maybe Kyoji is now a bit less harmful to her. So like at least getting rid of Sadashima would have been a step. It would have been something. But instead they just fucking sit on the grass and are like, oh, I feel guilty. Whatever should I do? Fucking do something. Oh my goodness. But the pain of knowing he couldn't protect Akane lingers on in his heart. You didn't do it again. The other boys are making fun of the new kid for getting the wrong idea. They're drunk on this minor victory.
ほんとあいつがあんな顔するの見たの初めてですよ
For real, that's the first time I've seen him make a face like that.
ちょっと都会にいたからって格好つけやがって
Acting all tough just because he was in a big city for a while. Sadashima says nothing and simply snorts. Honestly speaking, he's not satisfied with his outcome. Sadashima, fuck him up. If everything had gone to plan, they would have gangbanged Akane and shown the video to the new kid. Yeah, you don't have incriminating, like, videos. You don't have anything to show him. But Akane ended up giving them the slip, so the idea had gone down the drain. Thankfully, the new kid got the wrong idea and still got totally depressed. Yeah, because he's fucking stupid. Like, genuinely, you didn't even need a video. You didn't even need to do anything to Akane. But even that left Sadashima with a bad taste in his mouth. Once Akane comes back to school, he'll find out nothing happened right away. Yeah. Still, he didn't technically lie. All he did was say nothing and smile. And as for what he meant to show him, he could always just say was this. I mean, yeah. He genuinely didn't have to do anything. Kyoji just imagined that it was like something horrendous and started beating the shit out of Sadashima, while Sadashima genuinely just said like, oh, I have a video. And it could have just been a video of them like talking. Sadashima flips his phone open and finds a photo of himself with Akane he took some time ago. But Akane was trying to seduce her. He'd gone all out flirting with her and managed to take this picture of the two of them together. Still, he feels pathetic. His plan hadn't worked, and once the new kid finds out he was bluffing, he will right back to looking down on him again. And really, Akane getting away from them was a painful blow. If Akane rats them out to the school, telling what they tried to do to her, well, his parents would probably make it go away with some hush money, but thought fills his chest with a bitter sensation. If only he could be empty-headed like these guys, he'd have it so much easier. I'm still like, does he genuinely just want Akane to like him? But he just doesn't know how to have it without it being like horrendous, like, relationship built on just money and abuse. Like, because that's what he's always had. He's never had, like, an actual friendship. He's never had, like, a friendship with a person who wasn't just fucking brain dead. I mean, Akane is fucking brain dead, but, like, a friendship where it isn't just them, like, beating and molesting people. Like, with Akane, they just talk about school and, like, homework, just basic classmate stuff. And maybe he does kind of crave that. Like, he does crave a generic friendship. Like, he craves generic relations with people. And maybe he isn't just aware of that he just craves something different as to what he already has. Because, like, from what the story is already saying, he seems like he's just this very rich kid that either has his very rich household, which is all of, like, just these extremely rich, snobby people who don't really talk to you and only just either look down on you or like, oh yeah, my good son, yeah, whatever, just fuck off and do your thing. Or it's these, like, yeah, as he says, empty-headed guys who just do things without really thinking about it. And I guess he just wants a different type of person to talk to, even if it isn't like this enriching experience, like it isn't this amazing friendship, it isn't this blossoming relationship, but maybe he does crave something different to what he has. So maybe that's why he feels all of these like suffocating emotions and why he doesn't feel as satisfied as he feels from the thrill of like abusing people. There's a very like short time of like this adrenaline rush. Maybe he just doesn't know how to get it with Akane, because he thought that maybe if he gets it in the same way with Akane, he will be satisfied. But because with Akane it's so much harder to get, so I just feel a bit sad. Like, Sadashima is, in a way, trying to understand his feelings, but he is going in the worst ways possible. And it's like watching a train wreck. But it's like, there's already been a train wreck to start with, because he has been doing horrible things for years, and he has a horrendous reputation already. So people are avoiding him already. So it's kind of hard for him to even start with like a blank slate. And it's not like he can just get up and leave the city, because like that's where his family is. Any issues that Sadashima has, they will just pay to get rid of the issues. Sadashima gets into any like trouble with fighting people, with doing horrendous crimes, they will just pay it off for his reputation to not be even worse. So it's not like they see a reason to move Sadashima so that he has like a blank slate to work with. So I guess Sadashima is kind of like, even if he doesn't realize it, he's kind of like stuck in this loop of him always being like, oh, you already have this reputation and people are just going to avoid you, and the only people who aren't going to avoid you are like absolute pieces of shit just like you. And I guess the only character that gave him a chance was Akane, even though even she was judging him, and she knew at the back of her head like, oh, he actually is a piece of shit. But she was so stupid enough to be like, oh, but maybe because he treats me like a woman, maybe he has like this, you know, like maybe his head is suddenly clearing up. But even he fucked it up with her, so now he just completely fucked up. Like the only girl who would ever give him probably a chance, he fucked up. Because he was just so annoyed at the fact that because Kyoji came back, it was so immediately visible that Akane is like affectionate, she's very close to Kyoji. And that probably ruined Sadashima. and all of his plans, all of his like visions. Because Sadashima is still around like all of these like horrendous people, he might have still ended up like ruining Akane's life and like their bond together. But maybe it would have taken a bit of a longer time. Harboring such unpleasant feelings, Sadashima glares at his shivering lackeys. He just can't stand it. He can't stand any of this. His parents, these guys, Akane for getting away, the school, all the smarmy teachers there, his classmates, and most of all, that new kid. Yeah, like, he is harboring so much hatred for, like, who he has become, what he has built, all of the people around him, how everybody treats him, and, well, I mean, he has built this for himself. It is like a double-edged sword, isn't it? Like, he hates all these people around him. Like, yeah, you start off with something that you hate, but you also continue along that path because you don't really have a choice. But that just builds upon it, and you continue being that type of person, which makes other people attracted to you, which are also pieces of shit. And then you end up hating those types of people. So it's like this vicious cycle of you hating everyone else, but also yourself. That's why a lot of people just end up like just ceasing existence, or just like leaving town and leaving everyone. Felt this way since the first day the new kid came in, from the very moment they met. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, he was building this thing with Akane, like, this sort of like little glimmer of hope. Somewhat of a double life with Akane, and then Kyoji just kind of broke that little piece of light, and he just immediately lost it. Like, he was like, you know what, I'm just going to ruin it all. Like, fuck everything. He acted all cool, like he didn't give a shit about Sadashima, and despite that, he went straight for him in a fight. Well, I mean, you can't really think like this, because Kyoji is just fucking stupid. Like, Kyoji does not use his brain. Sadashima, you cannot blame yourself for this. Like, Kyoji is literally the stupidest human being on earth. Like, everything he does pisses Sadashima off. So he's looking for a way to obliterate him, crush him completely. Please do. Please kill Kyoji. Oh my god, that would be... As I was saying, the best route you could ever give me in this game would just be a route where Kyoji fucking dies. Oh my god, I would replay that route forever. What he did today, oh, that wasn't enough. Please give me a route where he kills Kyoji, please. He wants to humiliate him further, to stamp out that rebellious light in his eyes, to find a way to make the new kid fear him so much he'll never open his big mouth again. That thought burns in Sadashima's heart like a black flame, filling him with excitement.
Konnichiwa.
Yuka? Wait a moment. Is Yuka going to... I'll just let this play out. God, what was Yuka's voice? Fuck, I'm sick. I did not expect Yuka to appear in this episode. I'm still sick. I don't think my voice can handle Yuka's voice.
Hello?
Sadashima is lost in his own little world, when suddenly a voice yanks him out of it and makes him stop in his track. Stories about all the disappearances happening in town recently cross his mind. But when he cautiously casts a glance in the direction the voice comes from, all he sees is an adorable little girl standing there with a smile. Sadashima gets the feeling she's smiling at him mockingly. Maybe she somehow noticed he was scared for a moment there? The thought fills him with anger. There's no one in the world who's allowed to mock him. Puncher.
誰だお前
Who the hell are you supposed to be, you little brat?
私ユカよ。
Me, Yuka. The girl, Yuka, looks up at Sadashima with a smirk. The other guys are all staring blankly at her, confused by what's going on. Oh, so he has his lackeys with him.
そんなこと聞いてねえだろうが
That's not what I meant and you know it. What do you mean? It's just a girl. What do you mean?
誰だって言ったじゃない。だから答えてあげたのよ。
You asked me who I was, so I told you.
でもお兄ちゃん、 人に名前を尋ねる前にまず自分から名乗りなさいって学校で教わらなかったの？
But didn't they teach you at school you're supposed to tell people your name before you ask for others, Oni-chan? Yuka narrows her eyes.
見た目通りやっぱりバカなのね。それじゃ教授に相手にされなくても当然よね。
You really are as dumb as you look. No wonder Kyoji won't take you seriously.
なんだと？
What did you just say? Is she going to kill him? Yuka, please don't. Sadashima is my only saving grace in this fucking hellhole. Please, let me have this one character, please. Sadashima looks at the girl more closely. Why is this brat he's never seen in his life dropping the new kid's name? She knows the tea. Does she know him? Oh, she and the new kid having a blast making fun of him behind his back. The girl continues speaking as if she's reading his mind.
前に教授一人に負けちゃったんでしょ？こんなに大勢いるのに。お兄ちゃんたちかっこ悪いね。
Kyoji beat the lot of you all by himself before, right? Oni-chan, there's so many of you though. You guys are a bunch of losers, aren't you?
だからって全員で取り囲んで寄ってたかって殴るなんてますます最悪。
So then you actually went and ganged up on him? That's even more pathetic. He's got to be right. The girl must be hanging out with the new kid on the regular, mocking him in his guise. This dissonance between her adorable appearance and the nasty things she's saying leaves his lackey speechless.
お前、転校生の知り合いか？
What? You friends with the new kid? Yuka simply smiles brightly, but while her features are cherubic, her eyes alone glint mockingly at them. An unpleasant sort of anger gradually builds up inside him. Sadashima isn't nearly tolerable enough to put up with him being made a fool of by a child.
なんだこいつ。
What's up with her?
ムカつくガキだな。
You annoying brat. The few of his lackeys finally flare up in anger and get to their feet. But even as the tall boys surround her, the girl only continues to smile. They're drawn to her like moths to a flame. There's no escape. Sadashima slowly gets to his feet.
ジンノの知り合いかって聞いてるんだ。
I asked you if you know Jinno.
だったらどうするの？
So what if I do? What are you going to do? Yuka doesn't show any fear even now. She's probably too young to even be able to imagine what's about to happen to her. Oh Lord! Not bad. Raping a girl like her until she's in tatters, so hard she'll want to die, might be nice. Sadashima! But the moment after Sadashima starts smirking ominously.
みんなでユカを犯すの？おまっとも？お口も？あ、お尻も？
Is this really when I have to start censoring the fucking episodes? I was having such a good time not having to edit this shit. I was having such a good time. Are you all going to rape me? Fuck my pussy? My mouth? Oh, my butt too? Words they can't leave her lovely lips. They're so shocking. Sadashima's jaw drops.
お前、何言ってんだ？
What are you saying, kid?
だからやりたいんでしょ？みんな無様におちん勃起させちゃってんでしょ？
Well, you want to do me, don't you? It's pathetic. You're all hard already, aren't you? Yuka looks over Sadashima's gang like she's appraising them. Oh my fucking god.
ほんとかっこ悪いね。
Really? You're all such losers.
このガキ！
Fucking brat.
貞島さん、こいつほっとくんすか？
Sashima-san, are you going to let her get away with this? His lackey's faces are turning red with anger, but Sashima raises her hand and silences them.
随分と転校生のことかばってたな。あいつのことが好きなのか？
You really stood up for the new kid, huh? Do you have a thing for him or something? Oh, Sadashima, if only you knew, this woman is evil.
そうよ。
Yep. Yuka replies deadpan.
へえ。
Huh. Sadashima, please. You do not want to fuck this demon child. Please. I'm telling you. He's a bit daunted by Yuka's attitude at first, He pulls himself together a moment later. An obscene smile plays over his lips. Sadashima, please, I don't want you to die. I know if you try to do something, you're going to die. Please. I don't want this fucking character to die today.
で、転校生もお前のことが好きなのか？
Oh, you are going to die. Oh, good God. And does the new kid love you back?
もちろん好きになるわ。
Of course, he will love me. Yuka answers just as readily.
そりゃいいや。
That's good. Well, I mean, if I play her out.
あいつの顔が見物だな。
The sight on his face will be a sight to behold. You are not going to survive seeing the sight on his face. Sashimi gestures with his hand, and all of his lackeys pounce on Yuka at once. They push her small body down easily, pinning her to the ground in the blink of an eye.
何をしに来たかは知らねえが、ムカつくことばっか言いやがって。お前を回せば、散った気も晴れるだろうよ。
I don't know what you came here to do, but you've talked shit one time too many. Maybe gang will make us feel a little better at least. Yuka shows no sign of resistance. Quite the contrary. She looks up at Sadashima with a relaxed, even confident expression.
やっぱりしたいんだ。別にいいよ。ちょっとだけなら遊んであげても。
So you do want to do me? Fine. Go ahead. I'll play along with you for a bit.
うるせえんだよ。
Shut up already. How the fuck am I gonna censor that? I have no... They always put the worst shit where the text is. How the fuck am I gonna censor that? I genuinely can't even tell if that's like a dick. It's so like badly done. Brother, you might want to get that checked. Like if that's your dick, you might want to get that checked. I'm gonna say it upright. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? That guy's head is under the other guy's like asshole. Who the fuck are these people's bodies?